Thanks for clicking on my video. Please comment, share, like and subscribe. It all helps to build my channel. Today I'm going to be making a cheap-ass bowstring jig. I'm going to make it with some 2x2, and what you're going to need is a square or something for marking, a pencil, a tape measure, a saw, and either a screwdriver or a cordless drill, and some fixings. Now this is going to be rock bottom, about the most basic bowstring jig that you're probably ever going to come across. But to be fair, you can go out there, and if you've got the money, if you've got the budget, if you're willing to spend it, there's no limit. You can spend a fortune on them, but you don't need to, because if you go back to the olden days, the days of old, when when bows were first invented, they didn't have jigs then, did they? They just made do with what they had. They used these and this, and so this is what I'm doing today. 2 6-foot lengths I got of 2x2, and so yeah, I'm gonna crack on. I'm not gonna video cutting wood up and that sort of thing. I'm going to put the plan for this jig on, so you can freeze frame it and you can screenshot it, and then you can keep it on your computer, or you can sketch it out yourself. It's dead simple, dead straightforward. So here's a plan. And so, as you can see from the plan, it's pretty straightforward. So yeah, so let's crack on. Years of being tied down to the boredom of a desk, felt the strain of sadness and the pressure and duress. It never gave him what he needs or stopped the hunger he must feed. Dreaming of the open road tonight, he's living on his motorcycle dreams, and the open road is calling hard tonight. Well, that's it. I've knocked it up, I've put it together. You've seen the plan, you've seen the cutting list. All you need is the basic tools: a saw, a screwdriver or a cordless drill, a drill obviously for drilling holes, and all the bits and pieces, and away you go. Now the thing is, before I show it you, bear this in mind: this jig can make or fit, or whatever you want to call it, any size bowstring up to, I'd say, you'll get 6 foot out of it. Anyway, if you do want it longer, you can actually extend it if you do longbow and that kind of thing. But for general recurve bows and what have you, now this is obviously for a endless loop string, because the Flemish ones, you don't need a jig, you can do it by hand, so it doesn't matter really, just a nail on the wall, doesn't it? And you can do that. But anyway, so this is it. This is what I've done. I'll just how do I turn it around now? We'll figure out how to turn it around. So this is the jig. There you go, that's what it is. I've put my existing string on it, and I've got a Samick Sage, and it goes to 6 foot. That's the length of it, 6 foot there. There's an extra bolt that I've put in there, because this, let's get it in focus, right, this obviously turns round, so you can square them off like that when you're doing the ends on your servings, but you can put that there if you've got a longer string. This, as I say, is for the Samick Sage, so that's just the right length. Now there's 2 feet there, just so that you can stand it on a table, put it anywhere, and the same applies with this one. You can undo that and turn it out down that way, and so yeah, so it's fully set up for making my strings for my bow. And to be honest with you, when it comes to the loops, I'd make the loops obviously in the traditional way with a string jig. I'd make it that way. I'd do the center, then I'd pull it round, and then I'd run the serving down the string. When it comes to the knock part there, I put it on the bow, and I do it on the bow, because the thing is, at the end of the day, when you get your gear like this, right, I undid the bag. Yeah, so when you've got your serving and you've got your bowstring, your serving, you can do that on the bow itself, and you can work out exactly where to start and finish. So really, this is just, in my mind, this is just for doing the ends and setting the actual string up. So there you go. So it's pretty simple, pretty straightforward. There's nothing to it. Use the plans, use a cutting list, make any changes you want to suit yourself. But this thing, basically, you know, you can store it anywhere. You can stand it up, you put it out the way, but it's you know, it's a nice cheap tool, nice little project for anybody to do. As I say, two 6-foot pieces of 2x2 or thereabouts in metric, and all the screws and that, all in all, cost what, about 7-8 quid, 10 quid max, and that's it. You know, you can't grumble at 10 quid. You can go and spend hundreds of pounds on a nice fancy one that's made for the job, but you know, you got to cut your cloth accordingly. If you're a professional, then yeah, get the best, because if you're a professional, you can claim it back off your tax. But if you're just doing it for an hobby, you know, enjoy making stuff. I do. Anyway, there you go. So see you on the next video. Thanks for clicking on my video. Please comment, share, like and subscribe. It all helps to build my channel.